1994. So this year we're celebrating the 20th anniversary of the Blueback being right here in Portland. Now, she was the most advanced submarine technology known worldwide, so to give you an idea what our submarine force looks like today and how we fit into that structure, I've got some scaled models here. I'm going to turn the light off and we'll go through each of them with you. Alright, so this is our Blueback. Now the Blueback is 219 feet 6 inches long, and she's a diesel-electric fast attack submarine. Submarine directly underneath is the predecessor to the Blueback. That's a World War II fleet diesel submarine, or what's called the Gato class submarine, and it is indeed longer than our Blueback. But that's simply because she has 2 full torpedo rooms, one in the bow and the second one in the stern. All submarines in the United States Navy today are nuclear powered, and this is the workhorse of our submarine force. It's a Los Angeles class fast attack submarine, and that submarine is 362 feet long. Has a crew of 129, and we currently have 54 of these deployed worldwide. The largest submarine in our fleet is the Ohio class ballistic missile submarine. And that submarine is 560 feet long, just 40 feet short of 2 full football fields. Wow. Big enough to put 2.5 Bluebacks inside. Has a crew of 155, and we currently have 18 of these deployed worldwide. The largest submarine in the entire world, in fact the biggest submarine ever built, is this one right here, and there's only one of these in existence today. It's a Russian Typhoon class ballistic missile submarine, and that submarine is 574 feet long. So it's 14 feet longer than our Ohio class. However, what's really interesting is that this submarine is so wide, we can actually take 2 of our Ohio class and put side by side inside of that submarine. Wow. On the other end of that extreme is this little lady right there, and that's the pride and joy of our submarine force. That's because she is the very first submarine that was ever built and fully commissioned for the U.S. Navy, designated SS-1 Holland, and she was commissioned in 1900. Now, Blueback was designed to operate from the surface to 712 feet with a crush depth of 1,050 feet. So what's going to keep us safe when we do submerge is our internal hull. That's actually a piece of that hull. It's called the pressure hull. And it's 1.5 inch thick HY80 steel. It can handle up to 80,000 pounds per square inch of pressure. So that's what keeps us safe when we submerge. Now to submerge a submarine, it's really, really easy. So how we do that is in between our 2 hulls we have some very large main seawater tanks, or what's called ballast tanks. So we're going to open up vents at the top of those tanks. As soon as we do that, very, very quickly, they completely fill up with water. We get super heavy, or what's called negative buoyant, and down we go. To get back to the surface again, we have 3 ways to do it. One is to simply drive up there using our engines. Number 2 is to take low pressure air and blow water out of those tanks. Now we do that, of course, we will get lighter, or what's called positive buoyant, and up we come. But you know, that takes time. So we do have a 3rd way, but it's probably not one you ever want to do. It's called an emergency blow. And in my 12 years in the submarine service on 3 different submarines, I only did it twice. But what it simply means, if we don't get our submarine to the surface and get her there right now, we will never ever get back to the surface again. So how we accomplish that is in those main seawater tanks we have high pressure air tanks, and they produce 3,000 psi of air. So we initiate the blow, we will literally blow all the water completely out of the submarine. And that picture right there is a picture of the USS Houston doing that emergency blow. To give you an idea how quick that happens, in the Blueback, it's 712 feet. We initiate the blow, we will be back to the surface in less than 58 seconds. So it'll come pretty quick. We hope anyway. All right, so we're going to leave this compartment. We're going to go into the nerve center of a submarine. That's called control. So we'll go through this doorway here, and on the port side is our radio room. Starboard side is our ship's office. We're going to go all the way forward into our control room. And please, while you're on board, don't touch anything, okay? If you do, you're liable to fire off a torpedo, and they don't like that here. All right, so follow me, folks.